headed back out to the West Coast, back to San Francisco. We've got our Cris Valerio at the Facebook Developers Conference. And Cris, you've been catching up with some really well-known people there, including the CEO of Facebook.
Yes, including the CEO of Facebook. We spoke with him just a few minutes ago. Right now we have Mark Pincus, who's the CEO of Zynga, which is the largest game developer on Facebook. Thanks for coming, Mark. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so let me just go over some of the things that Mark announced, kind of, because you're a developer, you develop on their platform. What do you think about the announcement as far as how you guys are going to be able to continue to scale and grow on Facebook?
Well, I think the announcements are great for the whole social web and the whole developer community. I think they are great on and off Facebook. So I think that my take on what they announced is that there's now the potential to make the whole web experience.
But does that bring more competition for guys like you? So you guys develop on the Facebook platform. People have to, they play Farmville, they play all the different games there. So does that make it harder for a developer like you to kind of, if they're going to start to be on all these other websites?
It may, but that's not the way I see it. I think that our mission is to bring the best social gaming experiences to the world. And my take is that they've just opened up the world more. And so as the web gets more social, there is more of a context now on CNN, on Bloomberg, to also tell you that your friend is playing Farmville.
So I just got done speaking with Mark Zuckerberg, and one of the things that he told us was that in a few years he thinks that mobile is going to be bigger than the desktop. So how are you guys, do you agree first off, and secondly, how are you guys preparing for people to be able to play Zynga games on the Facebook platform on mobile?
Sure. Well, I agree with him. I do think that mobile will at some point overtake the web as a less friction way to connect. I think that the significance of what they're doing is they're taking the friction out of social, and they're letting us take their social components and APIs and put them inside what we're doing, and I think that mobile desperately needs that. So social has huge friction today. He's talked about how But will you guys be able to, will people be able to play Farmville on their phones in an easier way, do you think? Yes, because right now, everybody has to put the users through the FB Connect to turn on the social. And what he just said is they're going to take that away with their open auth to have users always logged in and connect once to their Facebook, and then just have what you want is you turn on Farmville and your friends are just there.
One other thing, and that is that this is kind of one of the things that Facebook announced, I think last month, was that they were no longer going to have, people couldn't trade the shares on the second market and stuff like that. Are you guys headed towards that end where the private shares will not be able to be traded on those?
I don't know the answer today, but I will say it's a really challenging question for a private company because, and I understand where Facebook is coming from, because if your shares start getting traded in a disorganized way, there can be asymmetric information. There's potential for insider trading issues. All of a sudden you can have people buying your stock on wrong information, and it can be wrongly positive, wrongly negative. People could be selling your stock who don't know. It makes CEOs nervous.
Do you talk to Mark Zuckerberg about it? Do you, say, hey, should we do this together and kind of make a step like
together?
That? Well, decide not to have your shares on a second market like that.
No, I haven't talked to them, but we learn. We see them always many steps ahead of us, and so we learn from their moves.
What are you most excited right now at Zynga, going forward, scaling growth? How does 2010 look like?
I'm excited. We just launched Treasure Isle, and it hit 7 million daily active users in its first 2+ weeks. It was a record for us. I'm excited that you'll be seeing more mobile connections. We turned on SMS connections into Mafia Wars.
Zynga, this is the CEO, Mark Pincus. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thanks.
Back to you guys.
All right, Cris Valerio there with Mark Pincus, CEO of Zynga.